Hello, friends. A monk of the Ramakrishna Mission was being interviewed by a journalist from New York. The journalist started interviewing the monk as it was planned earlier. He asked him, "Sir, in your last lecture, you told us about contact and connection. It is really confusing. Can you explain?" The monk smiled and, apparently deviating from the question, asked the journalist, "Are you from New York?" Journalist replied, "Yes." Monk asked him, "Who are the people there at your home?" The journalist felt that the monk was trying to avoid answering his question, since this was a very personal and unwarranted question. Still, he answered, "My mother had expired, father is there, 3 brothers and 1 sister, all married." Now the monk, with a smile on his face, asked him, "Do you talk to your father?" The journalist, he was clearly annoyed. Monk asked him, "When did you talk to him last?" The journalist, trying to suppress his annoyance, replied, "Maybe a month ago." The monk asked him, "Do your brothers and sisters meet often? When did you meet last as a family gathering?" At this point, the journalist started perspiring. Sweat drops appeared on the forehead of the journalist. Now it seemed that the monk was interviewing the journalist. With a sigh, the journalist said, "We met last at Christmas 2 years ago." The monk asked him, "How many days did you all stay together?" Still, the journalist was perspiring, and he said, 3 days we were together." Monk asked him, "How much time did you spend with your father, sitting right beside him?" Journalist was totally perplexed and embarrassed and started scribbling something on the paper. The monk said, "Did you have breakfast, lunch, or dinner together? Did you ask your father how he was? Did you ask how his days are passing after your mother's death?" Now, journalist was not able to control himself. Tears started flowing from the eyes of the journalist. The monk held the hand of the journalist and said, "Don't be embarrassed, upset, or sad. I'm sorry if I have hurt you unknowingly. But this is basically the answer to your question about contact and connection. You have contact with your father, but you don't have connection with him. You are not connected to him. Connection is between heart and heart. Sitting together, sharing meals and caring for each other, touching, shaking hands, having eye contact, spending some time together. All your brothers and sisters have contact, but no connection with each other." The journalist wiped his eyes and said, "Thanks for teaching me a fine and unforgettable lesson." Friends, this is the reality today. Whether at home or in the society, everybody has lots of contacts, but there is no connection. Everybody is busy in his or her own world. Let's not maintain just contacts, but let us remain connected, caring, sharing, and spending time with all our dear ones. And let me tell you, friends, this monk was none other than Swami Vivekananda. Thank you, friends.